flow the whole time, or what did you think was the overall theme tonight?
No, it felt like the first game on the East Coast road trip, coming from West. That's what it felt like, you know. Them first couple games, it's gonna be tough because you've been on West Coast time the whole time. So we've been, we're 3 hours before, behind. But we started off the game, playing really good basketball, but we let them back in the third quarter, and we had to grind it out, which we're capable of doing that. We're capable of winning games in the high hundreds, or winning games in the low hundreds, or the 90s. So it was a good game for us.
Part of the point with the roster, right, is that you and AD are going to attract a lot of attention. Guys like Dudley, it's 3 threes, KCP hits 4, Caruso a couple off the bench. That's kind of the point, right? I
mean, that's what our depth is all about. When guys go down, next man up. We found out that Kuz wasn't playing. JD's number was called, and he stepped right in. We've got true professionals on this team that's ready for action whenever, and that's what it's all about.
12 straight wins on the road is just not easy in the NBA, no matter what the circumstances are. What has been the connective theme as you guys have been winning in all these arenas?
We're just taking one game at a time. We take one game at a time and just try to be as great as we can throughout that 48-minute game, and then move on to the next one. We've just been playing good ball away from Staples.
25-point triple-double. When did you decide to assert your will when they started cutting the lead in the third quarter?
I assert my will when I step on the floor. It's all about just trying to make the right plays, the right passes, the right reads as a point guard on the team, and do the things defensively too to help our team win.
LeBron, talking about that, you always played different positions, but playing the point guard this year exclusively, you think that has been the key for you guys to have your best starting career?
No, I think everyone just playing their roles, buying into what the system is, and trusting one another. That's what's got us off to a really good start. We believe in each other. We want each other to succeed. We trust what Coach Vogel and the coaching staff game plan is every single night. We just try to execute that.
Talking about when you went to Miami, Wade opened the arms, being the number 1 guy there.
Huh?
He opened the arms in Miami, Dwayne Wade, for you to be the guy coming in. Do you take the same approach with AD coming to LA?
Yeah, absolutely. I think AD's an unbelievable talent, unbelievable person. More importantly, he's a better person than he's even a basketball player, and that may surprise you. So, it's our job, it's my job to try to make him feel as comfortable as possible to help lead this ball club.
Mike asked you about winning 12 in a row on the road, but how much does it help you that even in the most hostile buildings, there is a lot of purple and gold in the stands? How much do you guys notice that there is an affinity for this team no matter where you go?
The fact that Laker Nation travel all over the world and all over the states, when we travel, we feel like our fans come out and travel with us. It's a very humbling thing, and it's our job to go out there and perform well in front of them. Because they take time to follow us, and so like we said, we just go out there and try to execute and make them proud. So it's a pretty cool feeling.
You believe that the Lakers are the best team in the NBA right now?
I mean, it's not about that. We just want to continue to get better. We want to be the best team for one another every night, and just try to get better throughout the whole game, and move on to the next. So it's not about
LeBron, every night you guys come out to play with urgency. How do you mentally prepare yourself and the team every night, knowing that other teams are taking rest, low management? How do you prepare yourself and the team as a leader?
I don't really get involved in whatever other teams are doing. It's up to me as one of the leaders of the team to make sure that we're as laser focused as possible. We have an opportunity to play a beautiful game and go out and play it at a high level, and that's what we want to do.
When the Magic tied it 71-71, did you say anything to the team? Because after that, you guys went on a run.
No.
Was that a conscious decision for you to get the other players more involved after they tied the game? You rattled off a few assists there.
No, it's just how the game kind of conducted itself after that. They do a good job of trying to shrink in the floor, packing the paint. It's my job to get my shooters open, get my guys open looks when I'm attracting defenses.
Is that a part of you making a transition to point guard?
No.
Is it any different?
No. I've been that way since I started playing basketball.
Everybody in this team has to accept a role, obviously. The fact that Dwight he's never been in a role like this really in his life, and he's flourished in it, he's enjoying it. How critical has that been to the start you guys had?
I mean, he's thriving. He's thriving. He's going to add more years on his career. and it's going to add an ingredient to our chain for success because of the role that he's accepting. And he's just making the most of it every single night. You know, defending at a high level, rebounding, blocking shots, catching lobs, and with zero ego. With zero ego. When his number is called, he goes out there. When he's subbed out, he cheers on his teammates every single night. And you know, you know, we were lucky to be able to snatch him up, you know, late in the summer like that. But we're happy to have him.
Thanks, guys.
Time for a little Access 360. Tough Juice Caron Butler is going to do that for us. Defense. Are you going to the wall with those shoes so everyone can see him?
I'm staying put.
Oh,
I had to go. He had a 50 burger last time, so I had to run to the wall.
Yeah.
This time, you know, we got a quality win on the road. I'm going to stay put.
I understand.
You have amazing kicks.
I feel it.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I just want everyone to see your shoes.
Like, it's collective effort. And you see Anthony Davis's communication, patrolling the paint, and you're going to see a drive right here, and watch AD just come and make himself available, and his presence alone is going to force that kick-out shot, grabbing the rebound and getting us right into the flow of the offense. And once again, Anthony Davis, guarding Gordon, you know, much smaller guy, a versatile guy, explosive at that wing position. Anthony Davis using his length, being extremely smart, using his high basketball IQ, and getting that little deflection on that jump shot. Now, him and LeBron in any pick and roll, they could switch, but he's just going to just stay in front of the offensive guy, Terrence Ross, going to just get the steal. Look, they're laughing about it. Like, man, you can't do that on me, man. I got too many arms, man. I got the plastic arms right here. But I love the fact that even though offensively you're not engaged as you want, like you're shooting a low percentage, but you're still trying to find a way to have your impact on the game.
I just see Michael Carter-Williams going to the goal. He had a layup. That was a layup. But he saw AD, and he threw it out. And that doesn't go on the stat sheet as anything, but to me that's eliminating a shot attempt. He's there, and they know he's there, and they don't even make the attempt against him sometimes because they know he's going to smash it.
It's a great point. And Brez, check out this. Some of the longest streaks in Laker history.
This is amazing.
You don't see the Smush Parker-led Laker team on that list, do you?
You do not. This is crazy. I mean, think about 9 new players on this team. I mean, including Anthony Davis. I mean, he's obviously a gifted player, but you'd think it would take some time to gel. Not so fast. 12 in a row on the road. You guys played so often on the road. This is a big deal. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome stat. Yeah. More to come. Lakers get the road trip started the right way with their 12th straight win away from Staples. Jared Dudley got ejected, sticking up for Dwight Howard. We'll hear from him coming up next.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you in part by Upwork.
Big game style, getting it done.
Hypnotizing. I don't know what makes you think she can body up against LeBron James. That's like trying to body up against a Mack truck.
Evan 48 trying to body up.
He's getting bounced around like
Come
a
on
beach
now.
ball.
Little Mustang Optimus Prime, baby. Then you're supposed to go like this.
Come on now.
After you score, you're supposed to say, "We little."
Jared Dudley scored 9 points off the bench.
Was he talking?
Mike in the locker room. Yes, he is.
So excited.
All right, Jared, just kind of big picture on the game-wise. LeBron was talking about you make the flight across the country, the early start. Like in your experience, your career, like what's the key to getting a win like that when it's not ideal circumstances?
I mean, it's tough because time zone, and then you get your first game here. Practice was at like 7 at night. So for us, it's probably getting enough sleep. We have optional shoot-around, so guys were rested. And as you saw, first quarter was huge for us, got in a huge lead. Second quarter, kind of let our guards down. They came back. And then third quarter and fourth, you're in a battle, and things got a little chippy. And hopefully I don't get fined, and we move on and get ready to go to Miami. You see my Miami outfit already. I'm already ready to go.
You mentioned things get chippy. Of course, you came in and, after Dwight got shoved, you came in, do a little shove. But we've seen that from you in your career before, right? That's kind of if somebody's going to push one of your teammates. Is it that simple?
I think for one, it was, multiple guys, and, it was getting chippy already with a lot of fouls not being called both ways. And then for that, pushing someone in the back. And so just a push. I thought it should have been double tech in that, but if they want to eject, they can eject. It's not that big of a deal. But no, for sure, you not just me, you guys stand up for your guys. Sometimes it's pushing, sometimes it's a hard foul, sometimes it's whatever you have to do. And this time was just a push, and I couldn't really get to him, so I just pushed the pile, man. Make sure everybody moves.
You had 3 threes in this one, and you also passed up some open looks. But that was, you probably had that in your mindset. Kuz was not going to play. You knew that you were going to be needed in this case, no?
I did. Usually my pregame workout is doing cardio, shooting before. I do lift and do cardio after the game just to stay ready. I knew my number. The numbers are eventually going to get called. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here. I knew I would have to play every day. I knew that you had AD and Kuzma, so I might play 40 to 50 games. But as you know, it's a long season. People miss games. Braun, AD are going to miss. And as someone who hasn't played in that stretch to come out there and play and shoot the ball well, I shot the ball a little bit better than expected. A couple threes I passed up. I was trying to get Avery a couple threes, get him going, get back in the flow. And sometimes I don't mind passing up shots for guys that we need to get back in rhythm later in the season, and got the win.
Aware of some of the physicality on Dwight, given his history here and everything he's gone
For
through?
one, hey, I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, Dwight gets fouled a lot, but Dwight fouls a lot. So, you know, it goes a little bit of both. And sometimes it's going to be chippy, and sometimes they jack him up, and sometimes it's warranted the other way around. And so for that I don't care if my teammates are in the wrong or not. It's like you have a son, or you got kids at home, and if they're in trouble, you're going to stand up for your son regardless of it. You know, if it's a teacher going at him, it's my son, and it's my teammate, and I'll just, take it like that.
Dudley's fired up. Shirt is on point. South Beach, Friday. He's ready.
Regal Beagle, I told you.
Dance fever with that shirt on.
How much do teammates love Jared Dudley, Big Game James, and why?
Well, they love him because he's been around long enough to know what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. So, when you're on the bus and you're on the plane and you're talking about something, he lends his, his advice or his opinion. He's been there, and he's not afraid to talk. He's not afraid to step up and take a hit for the team. So it's not like he's the superstar of the team. And he said it immediately. He said, look, I don't know how many minutes I'm going to play. I don't even know if I'm going to play at all. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here to help Kuz when he comes off the bench. Somebody mess with my teammates, I'm going to be there. So you always want to have somebody like that on your team.
I think he's battle-tested. He's the ultimate glue guy. And in moments like this, you need guys to step up. I recall him being in Brooklyn.
Did the same thing.
And the same exact thing.
The gifs and memes are going around of him the whole night tonight on Twitter.
It's the ultimate teammate.
Coach trying to get him. He's like, get off me.
I got this. Hold me. Let me go. I got it.
Dude was hitting 63% from three-point range. That was before tonight when he drilled, another 3? I mean, this guy is...
3 for 4 tonight.
Yeah. I mean, not only is he great, off the court, and he wears amazing shirts, too, but, hey, he's hitting the threes. He's doing everything that they could want from him. And, by the way, he did this last year in Brooklyn. He had a really nice bounce-back year, kind of a part-time starter, get plugged into the lineup, and other games he just wouldn't even play. So he was kind of back and forth with the playing time. Didn't matter.
Who was a vet you just loved that was just funny, but also knew what he was doing, knew what he was talking about when you were really young on the team?
Well, when I first came in, it was Bob McAdoo.
Yeah.
Bob McAdoo, man, he would talk to us young kids on the bus. Y'all better stay in. You better not go out. Keep your phone on the hook.
He could also get buckets though.
Yeah, man. He would light you up in practice, too. He would light you up. Yeah. If he knew you had gone out the night before, he tried to teach young guys.
Yeah.
We'll take your ass to bed, young fella. Bob McAdoo was the guy.
That makes me so happy to hear that. More to come on Access. Anthony Davis and the Lakers continue their early season domination. 22-3. That's the best mark. Presented by Lexus. Lexus. Not pretty tonight. Who cares? The Lakers hold Orlando, who's a bad offensive team, to 87 points in their own building. The Lakers, 12 of 31 from 3. They out-rebound Orlando by 8, 20 assists. Didn't get it done in the paint or fast break points. The Magic actually won those categories, but Lakers got the one that matters. Dub. Avery Bradley returned to the lineup and went over his 15-minute restriction. He played 17 and was a plus 12. He's now with Mike.
All right, Avery, first action in a while. How'd you feel physically?
Felt good. It was great being out there. I wish I could have got more minutes, but it was nice to be out there with my teammates, being able to battle again.
Can you just explain kind of the plan now is the minutes limits you would figure would keep going up, but what's the communication with the coaching staff and the training staff as they get you back integrated?
Yeah, they're being pretty transparent. Coach came to me before the game, let me know when I was going to be in the game, so I could get my mind prepared for my minutes that I was going to be playing. And I know it's something that he's going to continue to do, and it's my job just to go out there and try to be as effective as I can with whatever situations I'm put in.
What was your understanding of the Bradley rule that Coach Vogel had talked about and we heard about over the last couple of days, and how that was supposed to play out with the team?
It was just a fun way for us to challenge ourselves on the defensive end every single night.
Well, he said get Avery Bradley back and keep a team under 90 points. Do you take credit for that?
No, I can't. I can say, we played great defense tonight. I wish we had it going in the second half on the offensive end. Could have been a great all-around game for us, but we would take the win tonight. We played extremely well down the stretch, and that's what helped us get the win.
What did you think of Avery Bradley tonight?
I thought he was solid. Did a remarkable job. Like you said, he was in the plus. When you talk about plus minus, he was efficient on the defensive end, didn't look slow. But it's going to take some time to get his legs back under him. And I thought that, KCP was playing extremely well, so, you didn't have to put no pressure on him to play more.
Yeah, 17 minutes too, James.
Yeah,
Gotta get the legs back.
No expectation. He passed the test superbly, 2 extra minutes than he was supposed to. I think they were just looking to see what his pain tolerance was, if he was going to have any, restrictions or anything. So I wouldn't expect him to go out and score or do anything fantastic, but he passed the test as far as being able to play the minutes that they had predicted for him.
Yeah, the game was tied 71 early in the fourth. He had a nice little play down low for a bucket, kind of spurred the team to a nice little run. When will he